What's the latest style of music playing on the radios today, and what is Guilderland's homecoming weekend expectations? We have all that, plus your sports and headline news, all coming up next on the GHS Reporter. Good morning and welcome to the GHS Reporter. I'm Paige Taylor.
And I'm Brendan Phillips.
We all hope that you had a great time at the bonfire/Powder Puff football game last night. You may wonder why popular radio stations such as Fly 92.3 play their music repeatedly. Being that there are so many new and popular songs currently out on our radios, our very own Samuel Gorenstein went out to find how radio stations choose what songs to play, as well as interviewing GHS students more about this topic.
How often do you listen to the radio?
Every time I'm in the car.
I'm not really a radio man. I don't really listen to the radio that much.
Just about every day of my life.
I don't know, like on the bus and stuff. I don't really usually listen to it myself.
Odds are, no matter how often you listen to the radio, you've had it on long enough to get an idea of what's playing. Right now, we're hearing about Gwen Stefani pondering escape, being told of Rihanna's echoing Umbrella, Ella, and wondering just when Delilah will tell the Plain White Tees what New York's like. It really makes me wonder how much variety people find on the radio these days.
I don't think there's much of a variety at all. Pretty much country, rock, and rap. That's about all you get out of the radio.
Pretty good. You just have to find it. You gotta look for it.
I don't think there's that much variety. I think you're better off just picking out your own music if you want to listen to music.
Pretty much absolutely none. I mean, it's a lot of like classic rock and then more classic rock. And there's really nothing else to listen to.
For more insight on how radio stations pick what they play, we turn to someone in the business.
Well, we go by the mostly like the top 40 charts that are posted by Radio and Records each week, and that kind of gives you like an overall of what radio stations across the country are playing. Kind of tells you what's on the move. If the song has what you call like a bullet beside of it, it means it's moving up the charts and it's up spins across the country, which means radio stations across the country are playing it a little bit more, so it's getting more exposure nationwide, which has a lot to do with what MTV plays and VH1 and different music channels and different music outlets all over the country. And then also a lot of it is just gut instinct on what you think the marketplace might like. As you get to know the marketplace that you're in, here being Albany, getting to know what the music scape for the entire city is, that you kind of know exactly what the city might want.
What's the average lifespan of a song on the station?
Oh, it really depends. I mean, we've been playing in what we call power rotation, which is our heaviest rotation. We've been playing Hey There Delilah since, June, so it really depends on how popular a song is and how, and what the demand for the song is, because what we figure on music is listeners that tune in and out each 15 minutes, which is every quarter hour. So you figure that the average listener only listens for maybe, if you're lucky, 15 minutes at a time. And then they're on to something else, getting out of their car, going into Walmart, coming out, going into school, coming out, going into work, whatever they have to do.
Do you ever consider playing songs from either local or fairly unknown artists?
Well, I'll tell you, it is really good to support the local scene, and, we try to do that with promoting concerts around town and stuff, but, it really gets to the point, with when it's on mainstream radio, I think local listeners look a little more towards like rock stations, maybe like The Edge or one of our sister stations to do stuff like that. With Fly, it's a really more mainstream popular music.
A lot of finding variety on the radio comes down to personal preference. Remember, if you don't like what you're hearing, you can always change the station or put together your own. This is Samuel Gorenstein for the GHS Reporter.
Yesterday, Myanmar hardline leader Than Shwe, in his first attempt to deflect anger after images were released of soldiers shooting down protesters, announced he is willing to talk with Aung San Suu Kyi, a detained democracy activist, but only if she stops asking for international sanctions. Shui is also requesting that Suu Kyi stops urging her countrymen to confront the military regime. The number of people arrested during last week's assault by troops is high, with nearly 2,100 people detained. Yesterday afternoon, a car rammed into the parking lot of New Lebanon High School building. The accident occurred when a delivery truck was trying to turn around but failed to see the car and hit it, sending it into the building. The 3 people in the car that hit the building were sent into the hospital. No students were hurt and the driver of the truck has been ticketed. That's it for your headline news.
You ready? Let's go! Yeah. For those of you that want to know what we're all about, it's like this, y'all.
The varsity golf team finished in 3rd place at the Class A sectional tournament at Boston Spa yesterday. Derek McLeod and Mike Duncan both shot scores of 79 to lead the team. Both Derek and Mike will advance to the state qualifying tournament Tuesday at Orchard Creek Golf Course. The varsity girls soccer team beat Averill Park 4-2 yesterday. Kristen Cagino had 2 goals and 1 assist. Jackie DeLuise had 1 goal and 1 assist, and Amanda Best added 1 goal. In baseball, the Rockies jumped out to a 2-0 series lead over the Phillies in the NLDS. The Rockies beat the Phillies 10-5 yesterday. Kaz Matsui led the Rockies with a grand slam. And the Indians crushed the Yankees in Game 1 of the ALDS 12-3. Veteran Kenny Lofton led the Indians with 4 RBIs. And on the West Coast, the Diamondbacks took a 2-0 series lead over the Cubs, defeating them 8-4. Chris Young and Steven Drew each had 3 RBIs for the Diamondbacks. That's all for your sports today. Now over to Paige.
Thank you, Brendan. As you all might know, this year's bonfire and powder puff game were a success. Wanting to keep the rest of the Guilderland homecoming weekend going the same way, Miss Paterni shares a few words with us to keep our homecoming weekend safe and fun.
Good morning, Guilderland High School. Just a few reminders about homecoming this evening. We are encouraging students and parents to get here early for the game due to the parking situation. If you are staying for the dance and you are driving, it is highly recommended that you get here early so you don't have to park in the overflow lot, which is located in the bus garage lot. Should you have to park there, we recommend you move your car prior to attending the dance, as it is a long walk back at 11 p.m. A reminder that homecoming dance ends at 11 p.m. Parents must be there promptly for pickup. Anyone attending the game and then the dance will be ushered around the back of the school near the East Gym to the new gym entrance. Nobody will be allowed to enter the building at any other points. All doors, except the ones by the new gym, will be locked. Another reminder that students will be screened prior to entering the football game and dance with Alka-Sensors. These devices test for the presence of alcohol. One additional alert is that any unauthorized people on the field will be subject to arrest and disciplinary consequences at school. Running across the football field for any reason is not acceptable. It is not a joke, and there will be consequences. We look forward to the student body of Guilderland High School coming out to support the Dutchmen against Saratoga in a positive way and attending the dance after the game. Good luck tonight to Coach Penna and his team. Go Dutch! Have a great day, Guilderland High School.
And don't forget that the football game is tonight at 7.
And keep in mind that the homecoming dance follows the football game. Unfortunately, that's all the time that we have for today. That's it for this edition of the GHS Reporter. I'm Paige Taylor.
And I'm Brendan Phillips.
Stay tuned for your announcements.
And have a great day.